Hi, Guitar Dan, how are you today? So I want to put a mental picture into your mind for 1 second. Let's take a 30-year-old person who's leaving a job and is going into an interview. They just made $1 million in revenue for the company they're leaving, and the person doing the interviewing knows that, okay? Take the same exact person, and they had no sales experience whatsoever, and they haven't made a dime for a company. That's going to be a very, very different job interview. In one case, the person has power. They're independent. In the other case, the person, the guy doing the interviewing can say, whatever. And let me give you another quick example. Maybe Tom Cruise goes into audition for a movie as opposed to somebody who's an unknown actor. Okay. The one person has power in the interview. The other person has no power. The tone of the interview is going to be completely different. Okay. This is something that I drive home again and again and again. The word is independence, okay? Now, what I want you to do is be able to play your guitar anywhere, play your instrument anywhere, and I see this happening again and again and again, where the student is dependent on a bass player that doesn't want to show up, or a keyboard player that can't make it, or a singer that has a hissy fit for some strange reason. You don't want to put yourself in this position. So this is why I'm teaching songs and I'm driving the word independence home to you again, again, and again. There's no way around it. The more stories I tell you about this, specifically in my experience in the music business, the more you're going to understand the importance of this point. This next song that I'm going to do is a powerful testimonial to the concept of independence. And if you may or may not know that a lot of the Guitar Den curriculum is based upon the requests of the students. At some point in time, I let them tell me what they want to learn, and then I go home and I practice it, and I figure it out, and I teach it to them. Because the beautiful thing about the internet is the fact that great music is being introduced to people 8 to 16 years old. This next song is Stevie Ray Vaughn. Okay, now it's not necessarily a song, but it's a style of playing. Now, what I want to show you is again, something very powerful. I depicted it in another video called The Band and a Guitar, but there's another good chance to show you this style. Now, what Stevie Ray Vaughan did is he created a rhythm pattern. It was a shuffle pattern, but the pattern really stood on its own as a rhythm guitar track. What he did to accompany it was he interjected lead parts into it. So let's go over this. Let's go over this step by step. Let me give you a quick example of it. Okay, that's a 1-4-5 shuffle pattern. All right. So what we're going to do, and what I do with the Guitar Den, is I break this down to a molecular level, so to facilitate the journey to independence, because you probably watch that and you're just like, oh yeah. Now let me give you an example when he interjects lead into it. Okay, so you get the idea? Now when I say I break this down to a molecular level, the beauty of the experience that I've gained as a teacher is breaking things down so you can see that the entire ensemble of music that I'm playing consists of a bunch of very simple techniques. So let's look at this technique right now. Let's look at what I did right here. I took my hand right here and I went, and I hit the low E. Right, I gave it a palm mute and I hit the low E right there. Now what I did is I created a bass line. See that? Now what I did is I added an upstroke to grab the open B and E string. So it's like this. Now when I teach a student, I really break this down, similar to way a personal trainer will say, okay, just grab the weight, turn, gently bring it up. I could leave you on your own, and invariably you'll get something out of this video, but you're going to need a guide through the process eventually. So that's the beauty of a teacher, and that's the reason why I'm doing these videos, so I could teach you in person at some point in time. But you get something out of the video. So watch that bass line again, okay? Here are the frets. Open, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, open, 4. Get it? Now you hear it's muted like that, right? So then what I'm doing is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's your shuffle pattern. Okay, so it's not down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now I'm grabbing the E chord, and then I'm going to mute and grab those two strings on the upstroke. So with a lot of practice, obviously, what you're going to get is this. Go to the A, back to the E. I feel the lead pattern coming on. Let's do it. Let's loop that a little bit. A bass player? It would be nice, but do I need it? Do I need it? Yeah. Meaning you go into the job interview with a little power, right? Important concept. Hear that bass line going? Now let's throw a little lead guitar in there. You need a lead guitar player? Didn't show up? No problem. I got the bass line right here, and I got the lead going, and I got a rhythm pattern going on. What about the vocalist? The vocalist not show up? Here you go. Heard about your love, you inside to the blind. My baby love calls the sun to shine. Well, she's the sweet little baby. Now, again, the beauty of the guitar den is I've really gone crazy with this, and I'm in a great place with it because I've broken this entire thing down to an absolute molecular level. I'm going to show you where to exactly put your palm. I'm going to show you exactly how to hit the string, exactly how the upstroke goes. I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to tell you the open E, the open B. Then I'm going to tell you what the minor pentatonic scale is, which is really what I'm going to tell you how to go hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off, slide up. I'm going to tell you how that works in terms of musical theory and how those scales repeat themselves all over the place. Right now, it's all a mess to you. It's like you're saying to yourself, well, this guy really knows the scales. And you're right, I do. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And the beauty of a teacher is they'll just guide you through the entire process. You don't have to figure it out. When I was younger, I was a chef. And I remember I used to make these really good salads. And the waitresses used to love it. And they say, give me the ingredients. How do you do that? How do you make those salads? And I would write it down. They'd go home. They'd come back the next day. They'd say, I tried it and it tasted okay, but not like yours. It's the same concept. I'm going to show you there's so many things inside what I just did. What is that bass line right there? What is that? 1, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6. Those are tonal degrees in the scale. And then the hammer-ons and pull-offs and all of those things. And it's all going to lead to one place. Independence. Independence. A powerful word and a great place to be. When you go into the job interview, go in with power. There's no better feeling.